Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this quick video just to give you a brief overview of Thrive Architect, which will allow you to build sales pages, sales funnels, web pages with a drag and drop editor on WordPress, on your existing WordPress website. So what I'll do, I don't want it to be a video where I'm showing you how to, do this and do that. It's just showing you what you basically get what to expect when you buy Thrive Architect, or when you're considering buying Thrive Architect. So, with all that said, let's just dive into it. So, what would simple as just clicking Add New Page. We'll call it My Page. And we'll launch Thrive Architect. It'll take a few seconds just to load, and it'll load the standard WordPress theme. This is a new install, so we're lumbered with this pretty horrific, I think it's called 2015 theme. You get this header and this footer, but obviously we don't need to worry about that for this video. Many people buy a custom theme on the internet somewhere, and it replaces this, and you don't need to worry about that. So let's look at the landing page templates that I mentioned above this video. So you'll see here we've got all these different sets of landing pages, sales funnels, web pages, and all you need to do is basically to expand them, just click and it will open up the set. Again, open up, there's only one page site, sorry. That's a big one, to a whole sales funnel system there. So you'd have to create 12 pages worth of a sales funnel there if needed. So you can completely customize each of these pages. Just because you see it red and you might not like the font, everything's changed. Everything you see on a page is changeable, which is really nice. Oh God, just got off that for some reason. So let's check this out. This one, Atomic 2, is a nice set. So if we open that, choose the template, it will load up and it will replace the content that we saw before. So just take a few seconds. There we go. So yeah, everything this is a long form sales page, just basically showing you what you can do with it. It's not too complicated. So here we just have a nice background section, a content box with a headline and some text in. So, for example, if you wanted to change the background section, each section, you'll see it highlighted in green. You see it's got a surrounding green. When that's highlighted in green, this is the control. This controls what happens in that box. So if you click here, that's the background section. Tell you there. We can see there's an image here. So what we can do, we can actually change that image. So let me upload this image. That downloads. Got these trees for some reason. There we go. Pretty cool. Got these trees in the background with the content box still there. The content box is like an orange color it's got a bit of transparency to it. You can make that more transparent, or you can make it solid. So, everything is customizable here. The text can be changed. So it's on Play Fair at the moment. You could change that to something like Open Sans, a Google font, and it will change it. It doesn't look as good as it did before, but you can play about with text, and to however your branding is on your website, you can keep the same text. But you just need to go to fonts.google.com, and you can see a full list of fonts and get an idea of what you'd like to use. So yeah, you've got all these headlines here. There's a heading 1. So when you click on a text element or a heading element, you'll get like a Microsoft Word style pane just above it. This will give you the opportunity to sort of centralize text, place it to the right, place it to the left. You can change the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, blah, 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 blah. You can make it all bold, or you can make it all, normal text. Again, you can highlight certain elements of the text and bold it like like it was before. You can underline certain text. I'll use this one as a better example. You can underline certain bits of text. You can make certain fonts bigger by dragging the toggle here back and forward, makes it bigger and smaller. Again, you can change the images. So, where is it? Change image to these trees again. So it just changes that image again. Pretty nice. And on this image here, you can see it's orange, and when you hover over it, the orange sort of fades. You've got an option here to hover. So that's the hover bit. So you could have that as a blue, for example. And it sort of puts the blue over it. A nice blue, sort of blue tint. So it's quite customizable. You got like icons and stuff. So, you can change the icons to whatever you want. I think there's hundreds of icons here, and you can also upload others. I won't go into too much detail on that. Let's get this beer keg here, because who doesn't like beer? So yeah, I mean, everything's changeable. That's the beauty of it. You can link all your buttons. You can change button colors, in real time. So when you're scrolling, you don't have to save and then preview. It's all done in real time, which is just a massive time saver. Just apply it. Again, you got the image. You can just change the image if you want to. Change it to them trees again. Big tree hugger. Background section, you can see this is solid color. And then you just go to the background style. Again, this section's highlighted, so we're controlling this here. And we can choose a nice manly pink color here if we wanted to. Obviously, I'm not trying to be aesthetically pleasing. I'm just showing you what's possible, because obviously this color is pretty hideous. I wouldn't usually do that, but it's just for the purposes of showing you what you can do and how simple it is to change things. Another good thing is with most of your visitors on your website now, you'll probably find that over 50% are probably viewing from a mobile device. The good thing is about Thrive Architect is you have a dedicated mobile editor. It shows you exactly how it looks on the mobile. So sometimes when you use big style text, it doesn't shrink well. Like this here, you got the and in another on its own line, which looks pretty bad, and the E is not on the same line. So what you can do, you just click in the element here, scroll up, and you find font size, and you just minimize it, make it smaller so it still looks decent, but so everything's as it should be. Same with this, you can just click on that. That looks a bit odd because you've got this white gap here, this white gap there. You can just shrink it so it looks a bit better like that. You can make mobile pictures smaller if you wanted to. Really small, or just keep to the normal size. So as you can see, it looks pretty nice on mobile phone, apart from this bit. Again, let's shrink that, so a bit less sort of gaps and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's really cool. You've also got a tablet version as well. So each version is its own style. So when you're editing the desktop version, it will cascade down. So it will make the same edit on the tablet and the same edit on the mobile. When you edit on the tablet version, it won't make the edits to the desktop, but it will make it on the mobile. So it cascades down. Edits made on the mobile are only on the mobile. So it's quite clever. Allows you to really start customizing sizes and colors and stuff like this. So all it is then is a matter of saving it and launching it, and then your page is there and done. So there you go. There's a lead generation element here. So that'll be where someone puts a name and email in. It's just about connecting form to service. So you just have to create a new API. So if you've got like a MailChimp or ActiveCampaign, it's just a matter of basically finding your API keys in in MailChimp or whoever you're using, and just setting it up. It's like step by step. So really intuitive. I'm not going to go through it because that's not the purpose of the video, but everything's step by step. The onboarding's really good. So yeah, let's save that. Actually, no, what we'll do, I'll show you how it is to start from scratch. So landing page settings. Oh no, sorry. Change landing page template. So let's just use a blank page. Again, don't judge this video on the quality of the design here. This is just showing you how user intuitive it is. This is not a design video. So yeah, we've got a blank page here, completely blank. So if we like preview it, for example, nothing there, it's just a blank page. So let's start building it out quickly, just to show you the elements. So heading, you just click, and it'll be the top element. So you can type in your headline here. It's all in real time. All the editing is in real time, which is really cool. So what we'll do, we just want to centralize that with the above pane, the text pane. And we might want to make that bigger because it is a headline. We might want to change the font. So let's choose a pretty nice font here. Poppins is a good font. And let's make it a bit bold. This bit a bit bold. And it's grey. I don't like grey too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a bit darker. Dragging it down, you can see it's got darker. You can make it red if you wanted, but I could make it darker. So there we go. There's the headline there. And then we want like a little paragraph introduction. So we can either click again and it will go straight underneath, or we can click, drag on, and position it wherever we want. You'll see the blue bar that just basically tells you where that box is going to land. So if you go above the heading, you'll see it goes above. Obviously, we don't want it above the heading, so put it below. And what we'll do, we'll just type in your paragraph should go here. So what I'll do, I'll just copy that a few times, copy and paste. There's like a little intro paragraph there. So yeah, I mean, it's all off to the left at the moment. So what we can do again, click on the paragraph. Let's centralize it. But you'll see all this white space here. Usually I like to keep things quite tight with my designs. So we can actually alter the width of that specific element. So it's like that. So there's less gaps here. And then we can centralize it there with the alignment. Still looks pretty nice at the moment. Yeah, image. Let's add an image. So put it underneath or above. Let's put it underneath. Let's get these pictures of the trees again. So there's your image there. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do. Let's just make it about that size. Again, let's find the layout. So we want to centralize that. So that's looking pretty nice. We might want a button here as well. So let's add that just under the paragraph section. And all it means is you just have to click in the button. And just in real time, say that's my button, for example. Click out just a bit outside the text there to click on the button. And you can start customizing the colour of the button. So let's choose that. I think it's a burnt red colour. And then you just click apply. You can change the button width. You can even add an icon. So you just click add icon, click on the icon, and then you can sort of choose whatever you want. Let's choose this star. Looks pretty cool. So that's my button there. You can alter the position of the button. So you want it closer to this text, for instance. You just start messing about with margins and paddings there. So I'm just playing with the margin here by dragging down, and it's going up, you'll see, up and down like this. So that looks pretty nice so far. Pretty basic. Again, we're not looking at design here. We're just looking at functions. What if we wanted these side by side? So what you can do, you can actually create columns. So let's put the column below the heading, and it will ask you how many columns you want, the sort of layout and things like this. Let's just choose a 2-column layout. What's really nice is you just have to drag. If you wanted it one side bigger than the other, you could just do it that way. It's really nice. So what we'll do, let's put the image in here. So you just click, I'll show you that again. Oops. You just click the image and you drag it, put it inside the column. And you can make that image bigger. And then what we can do, we can click on paragraph, put that in, play with the margins a bit just to make it go down, grab this button, put it below the paragraph. Something's gone wrong here for some reason. Just play with the width though. And everything's as it should be. Just play around with the margins. And there we go. Get rid of that. So you've got like a picture and a nice call to action and a button here, which is pretty nice. Just the basics of building this up. So let's look at some other elements here. Let's get rid of this so we can show you clearly. Let's have a look at, where are we? A call to action. So if you're selling a product and you've got all your sales copy and you want to then attract the customer to making a decision, you've got a call to action. Now, you look at these here, you may think, well, I don't like that red colour. Well, as with everything on Thrive Architect, you can edit everything. You're not limited to the colours that you see. You can change everything. So let's just choose minimal one. I like minimal. Nice and easy. So yeah, again, we've got the, actually, let's get rid of this as well. I'll just move this down for the purposes of the video. So yeah, we've got the call to action element here. So we're in the call to action element, as you can see, because it's highlighted. So what we could easily do here, you could look at the border color. So you can see here at the moment, it's gray. But with a few little slides of the mouse, we could change it to whatever color we want. So we could have it red and go through the whole spectrum of colors. But let's keep it nice, a nice black color, for example. Might want to change the text, the font, sorry. So let's click on the heading, sorry. And let's choose Playfair. It's a nice font. So that's looking pretty good. It's a bit grey for my liking. So what we could do, we could scroll up, find the text options and just scroll down until you've got the shade of the darker shade you want. Click apply. You might want to bold something. So there you go. You can bold a certain part of the sentence. Or you could actually bold it all. Just click anywhere. Click, highlight that and just do that. So it's nice and stands out nicely. Yeah, with the paragraph section inside the content, the call to action, sorry, you might want a different font. I wouldn't recommend using too many fonts on a page because it can slow your site down. I'd always a maximum of 3, but I'd definitely use 2 to break it up. So let's look at another font. Let's look at Poppins is a good font with Playfair. So like that. And we could make it a bit lighter. So there's the sort of depth of the colour. So it makes it a bit thinner. So it looks really nice. And we can change the button colour as well. So here we've got a master colour is like a red, a sort of lightish red orange. You might want to change that to something else. So like a pink, maybe. Something like that. But what we can do, we can add a gradient to buttons to give it that nice effect. So you've got the orange there and maybe the red here to give it like an almost burnt orange look. You could also do it with blue as well. So you've got the light blue and the other side is like a sort of dark blue. And you can see the subtle gradient in that button, which is really nice. And you can see when you hover over it, it changes colour, which is really nice. When the master colour is usually here, but when you apply a gradient or a sort of pattern that you can overlay with it, they will they will take precedent over this, but when you delete them, that will take the precedent. You can get them back. You can see it's hovered, so what happens is when you see the button here, default is as is now. When you click on that, you'll see hover. There you go. You can then change the master color to that, this blue, for example, and then just exit state, and you'll see it change like that. So it just adds these little effects, which can make a difference when people are playing around with your website. So yeah, all really nice stuff. Let's look at another sort of important element: guarantee boxes. So let's just click on that. And then again, we've got a template library of guarantee boxes. So if you're a service or offering a product or something like this, you can add guarantee boxes to your website that will encourage someone to take action, because everyone likes a guarantee. So let's look at modern 15. Let's choose this one. So here it's just a nice, simple, no messing around guarantee box. Nice and straightforward. Nothing complicated. Same principles apply here. So we can change the border color. So you see borders and corners. We can change that to red, for example. We could also make the corners more rounded. So you can see here we're selecting just one corner. Or let's choose this bottom corner here. And you'll see it changing. Pretty nice. Or you could do the whole thing, so you just then do that. Pretty cool. Again, text is all in line, so it changes as you type it, and then it's just a matter of saving it. You can delete anything if you don't want it. You can make that paragraph element shorter, centralize it, make text bigger. You can make the line height shorter, make the letters, a bit further apart. So everything's customizable, and that's what's so good about it. Change the font. Let's change it to this one, just to show you. And then you got your badge. I mean, you can get badges on Canva.com. You can make them on Canva.com. You can get someone to design them for you if you're not, creative in that way. And it's just an image. That's all it is. So don't want that. So let's look at the changing the image again. Imagine this was your guarantee badge. It just changes. Obviously, you can change the image of the badge, the size of the badge. Sorry. You can put borders on it and all sorts of stuff. You can make it grayscale. So this is a pretty cool effect. So you could have it grayscale here as a default, but as a hover, you could have it in full color. So exit the state. You can see the transition between grayscale and full color. So yeah, I mean, you've got a pretty good idea of what you can do when you're building these pages. That you're not limited to what you can do. Obviously, though, if you want something absolutely world class, obviously that will take a bit of a learning curve. I won't, deny that. But when you want to build sales pages with a clear message, nothing comes close to Thrive Architect. And again, going back to getting things done quickly. You've got a product and you want to get it up for sale. You want to showcase it as quick as possible. You've got all these pre-built templates to use and get people into your email sequence and get them on your list. Start building the relationships and start selling your products. You've got all these templates to get started with, which are totally customizable. So again, if you're not design savvy, you're not tech savvy, it only takes a few clicks, start editing a page and publish, and you've got a simple sales funnel done. I mean, don't overcomplicate a sales funnel. It's not. All it is a series of landing pages. That's all it is. Most of your sales are done at the back end anyway. When you're, with your email marketing, getting people into your Facebook group and things like this, and developing them relationships. So yeah, don't overcomplicate a sales funnel. It's just a series of pages which take the visitor on a journey. Yeah, I mean, if you've got any questions about Thrive Architect, don't hesitate to get in touch. I've used it for the past 4 years, for nearly 5 years, and yeah, most of my builds are all on Thrive Architect, and yeah, I don't really use anything else. Yeah, I mean, if you click the link, one of the buttons on the web page above and below, you can view more details directly on the Thrive site. And if you do decide to purchase, I do make a small commission on that, but at no extra cost to you. So yeah, if you find value in this video and you want to try Thrive out for, I think they give a 30-day sort of guarantee. Yeah, you can go for that. But you know, for me, Thrive is definitely the best platform to grow a business on. Yeah, check out my leadcobra.com page. On the homepage, I've got a invitation to a Facebook group which I'm growing, developing now, which will help people who are not tech savvy to get landing pages up quickly from scratch, to build different pages, to build sales funnels and, API integrations with certain autoresponders like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, and so on. Just helping people, get their funnels up and running and, start making money, So yeah, hopefully you find value in this, and yeah, feel free to connect with me or comment on this video, or just drop me a message on the website. I've got a live chat on there. So yeah, great stuff. Thanks for watching.